Welcome back to Fi Recaps. Today I will review a comedy, action, film from 2022, named Jackass Forever. Watch out and stay with us. Jackass Forever is a kinder, gentler jackass, but luckily, it's everything except a more evolved one. In any case, Johnny Knoxville and his blissful band of pigs for discipline have backslid, in the best way possible, utilizing the full group of present-day filmmaking to portray likely the most crazy stuff anytime put on screen. The film begins with a stunt gathering more expensive and elaborate than likely any in Jackass history, as Knoxville, in Hard and Fast Lieutenant Colonel Kilgore from Apocalypse By and By group, drives a little huge number of warriors against a beast, heavy, appallingly normal-looking kaiju releasing pulverization across a city. Ordinarily, the kaiju turns out to be Chris Pontius' penis and balls, painted and cruised all over by wires and strings across a more modest than common toy city. The wizardry of film. You get one guess with respect to how this scene, tops. Clearly, Jackass stunts end in normally unpleasant ways. As I battled lately, what makes a Jackass stunt a Jackass stunt isn't really the difficulty or the quickness or the grossness of the development, yet the associations among the offenders, losses, and eyewitnesses. First comes the stunt, then comes the misery and, finally, the fraternity. Things being what they are, what is the point of checking out, say, the location of Dave England and Ryan Dunn being trapped in a limo stacked with bumblebees in Jackass No. 2 to Steve-O getting a whole hive of bumblebees to attach to his penis in Jackass Forever? What has an effect happens from there on, the unavoidable shrieking and cussing and laughing and endeavoring to create some distance from all of the bumblebees. In addition, once in a while, some contemplating of the mischief. There's a lot of them in, like, the pollution district. Knoxville and his boss, Jeff Tremaine, clearly know this, as they submit untold proportions of screen time to the consequence of each stunt, their cameras anxiously getting all the chuckling and embracing. There is a lot of embracing in Jackass Forever, actually, and a huge part of it feels veritable. Knoxville is doubtlessly glad to have these people here with him. Part of the avocation behind that might be that the film reunites a group whose last outing was 11 years earlier, and who at first began these double crosses back in 2000. There are a couple of new increases, including the essential female jackass, Rachel Wolfson, who plays out the one stunt in this film that has at this point given me terrible dreams, called Scorpion Botox. Some piece of it might moreover be that Knoxville himself, having encountered many power outages and other really hazardous injuries all through the long haul, feels lucky to be nearby. A piece of it is conceivable that they've lost people in transit. Ryan Dunn, to whom the film is submitted, passed on in 2011, and Bam Margera is similarly at absolutely no point in the future piece of the gathering. Perhaps for this enormous number of reasons, Jackass Forever, while monstrously fun, is a more energetic film than past entries. You sense that among people on screen, and you may moreover recognize it in the group. Watching these decently matured masochists keep on harming themselves for our pleasure assists us with recollecting the movement of time. There are a couple of new increases, including the essential female jackass, Rachel Wolfson, who plays out the one stunt in this film that has at this point given me terrible dreams, called Scorpion Botox. Some piece of it might moreover be that Knoxville himself, having encountered many power outages and other really hazardous injuries all through the long haul, feels lucky to be nearby. A piece of it is conceivable that they've lost people in transit. Ryan Dunn, to whom the film is submitted, passed on in 2011, and Bam Margera is similarly at absolutely. However, regardless, concerning the stunts, there is an insignificantly milder edge to this Jackass than past sections. There's totally less poo and spewing forth this time around, but logical more mistreated dongs, and less deceives that give off an impression of being expected to really break people's bodies, save for one enormous climactic piece including a bull that clearly broke Knoxville's. Expecting electrical pundits freak you out, it's your lucky day, since they go to that above and beyond and over. Though the cast and gatherings reactions promise us that these pundits are a fair piece more amazing than the typical party stunt kind, the effect feels a piece nearly nothing, a piece unexceptional, for Jackass. Regardless, they benefit however much as could reasonably be expected from it, and the limited thought of the pundits suggests that one can be sprung on any dumbfounded cast part whenever. There was similar particular foolish, careful weakness in the earlier movies that cleared out eventually since everybody was finally in on the joke. Such deceives may have felt unreasonably ludicrously terrible isolated, yet they worked inside the setting of the films. There's significantly less of that here, perhaps because of the shortage of Margera, who was consistently the instigator of those stunts, and now and again their principal loss. His attacks on his mother and father were an unbelievable running piece. Those weren't the highlights of the past motion pictures, yet they gave the photographs a particular viewpoint, an inclination that we were watching not a movement of separated gags yet rather a whole climate of joking around. I hope you found this video informative. Comment below to let me know. Thank you so much. Subscribe and share.